Good morning, friends. Hello. How are you? Welcome to my festive home for Christmas. I'm so glad you could join me for the holidays and for a live broadcast. So this is what it looks like Christmas time in our family home. And I decided to invite you in early. And we're doing life. We're doing real life. So there's no scripts. There's no fake. It's all real life. So actually at the moment I'm making some hot chocolate with marshmallows because I want to keep my promises. And I said, sure, we can have hot chocolate. Kate, I need a spoon over there so I can stir the hot chocolate. You should really see my daughters today. They are looking like so cute. So cute. Okay, do you want to show them? Go get your dolls. Go get your dolls.
I already missed mine.
Oh, your doll's on a sleepover. Go get Kit. So Kit Kendrick is Erica's American.
Kendrick. It's Kit Rich.
Oh, sorry, Kit Kittredge is Erica's American doll.
Mine is Lila.
And Olivia's is Lila. But okay, you guys need to stand back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Perfect. Erica, go stand by your sister. Hold your doll like this. Take Kit. There, can you see them? Look, they're matching. Erica, go stand by Olivia. Hold your doll and go stand by Olivia. Okay, take a look at this. You gotta hold your doll, Erica, so we can see your doll too.
Okay.
Cute, right? Like totally cute. See, they're all matching. They're matching.
My mom's not.
They're matchy today. If they had those dresses in mom size, I would be all over it. I love families that all wear the same outfits. I think it's insanely cute. I think it's awesome. My husband and teenage son, though, not so much. But I love that my daughters, like, we would all dress together the same outfits because it's cool. And how many years do I get to say that and try that and do that? So I'm totally taking advantage. Be very careful. Do not spill. Try not to. Okay.
Do I get hot chocolate?
Yeah, you can have hot chocolate too. Get a cup. Over here, I'll get it. I'll put your hot water in your milk. So I'm just making hot chocolate. So I'm going to talk to you while I do that. Okay. I got a lot planned for us this morning. It's real life. You're not going to get scripted because I am so sick and tired of fake broadcasts. And they're too good to be true, and they are. Why not just do real life? Why not just have honest conversations, right? Exactly. Okay, nice. All right. Holiday magic in a cup. Hot chocolate.
And I get some of the white sauce.
All right.
I'll give a special white chocolate sauce.
It's in the fridge. Okay, so you have to stir, and I'm going to do a devotion this morning because I think it's great. It's a great start to the day. Okay, here's your hot chocolate over here.
Yeah.
So, do you want to grab it? Get a spoon. All right. So, instead of fighting and arguing, can we all agree, if you clicked on my broadcast, that you love Christmas? Show me some hearts, okay? Because this is the problem. We are dividing and splitting people, and up for grabs is our Christmas. It's our Christmas holidays. So we all need to agree, no matter what walk of life, no matter what political affiliation, no matter what side of the rainbow you're from, please, let's all agree that we love holidays and Christmas and family time, okay? If you hate those things, get out of my broadcast now because your ears are going to hurt. They might even bleed. So don't put yourself through it. But if you're sticking around and you're joining to see what I have to say, what I'm saying is I'm uniting all of you around my dining room table because you are all welcome in my home. That's why you're here right now. You're hearing what I have to say. And I'm saying that we have to come together. We have to find a way to get happy, be happy, and live together and have all kinds of disagreements. Okay, so that's my intention today. I think that food is one way to get people to congregate in the kitchen. It fixes problems. It brings you back to a good reset and a healthy reset. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a life-saving soup broth. But I'm going to go deep into the area that you're not supposed to talk about, which is politics and religion and all that stuff that other people don't, want to talk about. I'm going to go there. So we're going to start here with a really encouraging message that I read. This is one of my favorite books. Put it on my holiday list of must-have gifts to buy for yourself. Okay? If you're not splurging on much, this is one book I highly suggest you get. It's called Jesus Calling. Okay, it's by Sarah Young. That's the book. Now, these are so simple. Look at short. So I want you to sit back, okay? Sit back and just listen. Just listen. I hope you have some hot cocoa, or if you're looking for a new holiday drink, my favorite is ice water and add a piece of lemon, a fresh squeeze of lemon to it. It's so good and it's so healthy and it's awesome. Do you want to sit with Mom while I read this? Okay.
Mommy, can I meet with you? I want to meet with you.
Yeah, you can sit with me.
I want to meet too.
Okay. All right. So we're going to read this devotion. Okay. So you just have to sit quiet. Safe and secure. Even there, your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. Psalm 139, verse 10. You want to feel safe and secure. You say you trust me, but in your private thoughts, you are still trying to fix your world so that it is safe and predictable. Not only is this an impossible goal, but it actually makes you less safe and secure. True safety and security are found only in me, in depending on my presence. When your world seems unsteady and scary, grab my hand. I will hold tightly to you and keep you safe. Instead of searching for a problem-free life, be glad that you have troubles. In the darkness of your trouble, you can see the brightness of my face more clearly. This helps you feel closer to me. So hold tightly to my hand, confident that today's problems have a purpose. And remember, you have an eternity of trouble-free living just waiting for you in heaven. Okay? Love that. That's today's devotion. And I think that's what it's all about, is searching for this problem-free life, right? Trying to find all these ways of, okay, if I can just have normal, if I can just have this back, if I can just have that back. And the thing is, we're going forward. We're not going backwards, not ever. That's how time works. And so we have to learn how to deal with what's being thrown at us, and it's ever changing. If you look at history and you look at times of war, okay, the enemy is not, first off, you have to identify who the enemy is and what their arsenal, what's in their arsenal. And today what's up for grabs and the real battle is for your mind and controlling how you and what you do. Like, people are almost living in cages, right? Like, if you look at it, they're attached to their phone, which is a great communication / surveillance system for anybody that wants access to what you're doing. Everything is about fear, using fear to influence what you're actually going to do. And I say crime rates, everything else, when it comes to stealing and it comes to racism and it comes to all these things that the media uses in fear-mongering type ways, I think we have to really look at the state and the mental health of people and go, people are at a point in their lives where they just can't take too much more. It's too much stress, and it's hard to navigate. It's hard to know which way to go. And so we can talk about Christmas and all those things and what you're thinking about doing for Christmas. But I think that it's important that we not just talk about it, you come to a place of where you have peace around it. You have peace around the decisions that you're making for your family. So good morning, Mary. Hello. Mary's watching. Yeah.
Hi to Mary.
You can say hi to Mary. Look in the camera.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary. Blow her a kiss. There you go. There's a kiss from Erica. You know, what do little ones, what can they give us? The best gift they can give us is hugs and kisses. And, you know, we keep our little ones safe. Our little ones have nothing to worry about because we keep them reassured. And where do we find our source of comfort? Where? Well, I know that I used to try and control a lot of stuff in my life. And I was smart and, oh, excuse you. I was smart and a high capacity person. I could handle a lot. But I wasn't made to handle all that stuff, and I couldn't guarantee results, much the same as the government. The government can't guarantee much. They love to try and convince you that they can, but it doesn't work like that. So we have to find our source of peace and hope in God's word. That's how you survive this. My faith is just like through the roof, and I have the gift of faith, okay? Meaning, my faith in hard times just, it doesn't get less, it gets more and more and more and more. And so I have a lot of confidence and boldness in speaking what I'm speaking because I know that it's the truth. And so I couldn't care less if anybody disagrees with me. It's not going to move my position because I submit and surrender my life to Jesus. And I'm just like, take the wheel of my life. You have free reign to use me however you see fit. And I'm not going to live in fear of later today, tomorrow, next week, what's going to happen next. What about vaccines? What about, jobs? What about, I'm okay. I'm all right. I am happy. And that is how we are to be living. And people are searching for that. The closest to Christmas that some are going to have are enemies, my own enemies, watching my holiday Christmas broadcast. That's the closest taste of Christmas and Christmas miracles and miraculous that are going to happen. And some of them watch my broadcast to find things to come after me about. And what I'm saying is, guys, stop it, okay? There is a place for you at my holiday table. And you are welcome here. And when I go anywhere, I am not going to allow things to happen that are fear-based and fear-mongering. I just cut that right out. So there is no fear, okay, here today. You're going to find solutions. You're going to find some holiday recipes, and you're going to find some hope. And you're maybe going to even be inspired to try some things in your own home, because that's where we got to start. I say to combat what's going on, you need to come home and come inside your nest and come back to what the home was built and intended for. It is a safe place. It is a safe place for you to get reset. It's a safe place for you to rest. It's a safe place for you to just get real with your feelings. And you know what? God can handle it. He can handle wherever you're at. If you've been running for a while, if you've been, or you're just off track, or you feel like, I don't even know what I believe anymore, that's a great place to start. Start there and surrender it. And I'm telling you, it works. It really works. I'm living proof. And the only testimony I can give you is to show you, is to be real, to be honest, and just show you that there is hope and that God does have you in the palm of his hand. But a relationship with God it's not by force, okay? That's how the government works. They do everything by force. And they that's not how God works. It's your choice. By choice. And the invitation is there. It's totally there. So we're going to make some bone broth because this is an old school recipe, but we are missing in our diets day to day. We're missing some key things. And I really believe that bone broth is something that when you're sick, you get that into your body right away. It's going to help you heal faster. But also, it really sets the mood in a home. I find when I'm at home and it's like a chilly day or cold day, or here in the desert, it's rainy today. We have rain, and rain in the desert is a blessing. So I'm really like I'm somebody like I love smells and scents, and so it just smells so fresh. It's so fresh outside. Our cactuses, they feel like they're just gonna bloom and explode because they got that water, and they just, when it rains in the desert, they just soak it all up and soak it all in. And that's what I want this broadcast to be for you. If you're somebody that just needs a reset or needs some hope, I want to give you some hope. And making soup is one of those things that I think is just a natural ability in every woman. If you're not somebody who's done a lot of cooking, this is how to start. And I created this bone broth based on my memories as a child at Christmas and Thanksgiving and family get-togethers. There would be those good smells in the kitchen, and I always would remember that. So as a young adult and, starting to explore in the kitchen and experiment with different ingredients, I always wanted to recreate that hearty taste and smell that I always knew from holidays, which was, again, Christmas, Easter, when we'd have turkey. So my broth is like a turkey or a chicken broth. I make broth regularly. I roast a chicken. It's on usually my weekly lineup of meals for my family. I like to eat around our dinner table together as a family whenever possible, because that's where good conversations happen. Some nights, I'm not completely like a sergeant, and I let the kids have a break, and they have a kids table where I'll turn on a cartoon and they'll occasionally get a treat night and be able to do that, and they enjoy it and it's fun. But for the most part, we like to eat our dinners at the table and we discuss stuff. We talk about everything. And soup is great to have on hand. I freeze the broth. I pull it out when I have company, last minute company comes, and what do you want for lunch? I like to make my guests something that maybe they wouldn't normally have, and soup is my thing. So I like to make a homemade bowl of soup. And if I'm going to make a homemade soup, you got to have homemade from scratch, start to finish. So we're going to do that today. My camera isn't great, so I have to do this a really weird way and just hold the items and show you. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the soup. I've got to grab a few of my ingredients, so I'm gonna be back shortly. So get yourself a glass of that ice water and just chill and relax as I come back. So give me 30 seconds here. I just have to find my commercial break. Okay, someday soon, hopefully we'll have sponsors. Yeah. Well, I'm live on my broadcast now. My commercial break's done. But we could have a sign if you need me. This is a good sign. Whoops. This one.
That's D.
Okay. If you give me that, then I know. Okay. Oh, are you my helper chef? Yeah, okay. All right. So we're going to start with a big stock pot for our soup. Hold one of these so people know what they need for ingredients. Okay. So celery. That's a carrot.
That's a carrot.
Yeah. I gotta snap the end off. Huh?
Can I maybe sit on your lap?
Yeah, you can sit on my lap. Okay, so it goes into the pot. Yeah. So we put celery, carrot.
Can I snap?
You know what? I think this is good just like that. All right, another ingredient that I use is bay leaves. Okay, so you want to put a bay leaf. Hold our bay leaf. Can you hold it up? Show people. Got to hold it up high. So that's a bay leaf.
Can I put on?
Not yet. Keep holding it up. So I like bay leaves. And
Me
I like
too.
carrots and celery.
I like celery too. And
Carrots,
berries.
celery. Okay,
But most sweet I don't. I put that in. Sorry, Mom.
that's okay. Now our main ingredients. Okay, this is the secret ingredient.
What?
This is turnip. Turnip is a great root vegetable. It's got so much awesome stuff in it. And turnip really is the secret recipe. So in our pot, we've got carrots, we've got celery, we've got turnip. Okay?
Eat turnip.
We've got, oh, Olivia needs you. She needs some help. Thank you. Thanks, Erica. Everyone's saying thank you, right? Yeah. Was Erica a great helper? Follow along in the comments. I want to hear from you. Okay, so we also need onion. So we've got carrots. Let's review what's in the stock pot. We've got carrots and celery. We've got turnip. This is turnip. So what I do is I buy fresh turnip or rutabagas at the grocery store. And then I bring them home. I scrub them. I grate them into 1 cup size packages and I freeze them. I put them flat in my freezer so they don't take up a lot of space. So then that way when I'm going to make fresh broth, because you have to have turnip. Turnip is a secret ingredient, you guys. Turnip is what makes it smell so good as it's cooking. And it's just jam-packed with vitamins and nutrients. And turnip is, I love it. It's that smell that takes me back to like holidays at home. And it's you're not going to regret it. Secret ingredient. Okay, so bone broth needs bones and chicken. So this is our leftover. This is really what it looks like. This is a leftover chicken carcass. I made chicken stir fry, so we had a roast chicken, and then with the leftover chicken, I did some, chicken sandwiches and also chicken stir fry. I make a great chicken stir fry. I can make that for you another night. But these are everything. Like take all the leftover, like the leftover chicken carcass that you have, the whole thing. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like. Bones and all, okay? Everything. You want all of it. Put it in the stock pot. Okay, put it in. You're going to want pepper in there. Pepper. I put lots of pepper. Pepper's good. And sea salt, if you have sea salt. You can buy sea salt at your grocery store. Sea salt is really good for you. Use sea salt if you have it. And again, our secret ingredient is turnip. Can you go get me a towel, please? Go get me a towel. Just the white one is good. Okay, so turnip. All right, put that turnip in there. You want to smell it? So in our stock pot, we have bones, chicken bones and chicken carcass. And there's going to be chunks of chicken on this carcass. We've got carrots, we've got celery, we've got pepper, we've got sea salt, and turnip and onion, okay? If you want this recipe, track me down. Comment, say, Val, I want to get that chicken stock or turkey stock recipe because it is the best.
One Mom.
Then I'm going to fill this pot up with water right to the top, and I'm going to boil these.
I get some water for you, Mom.
Oh, you're going to get water for me? Okay. So I'm going to boil this for 3.5 to 4 hours, this stock on the stove. While it's cooking, it's going to smell awesome in your home. A good hearty soup like this, you can serve this to your friends, your family, and your enemies, and stuff will happen, right? It really will. Like this is the soup that can end wars. It really can. I say that because...
Here you go, Mom.
Oh, thanks, Erica. Okay, we're going to need quite a few of these cups of water. Great, you're good help. So keep going. Keep filling. It's what it's going to come down to, guys. It's going to come down to having hard conversations with people. Not just people who agree with you, but people from all sides of the fence. Because what we're dealing with, in all honesty, is people that want to control others. And then there's the rest of us who just want to go about living our lives. But there's actually more freedom-loving people in your close circle who think like you, sound like you, talk like you, agree with you, but they're scared to speak up. And so it's soup like this and a holiday meal and having conversations with friends and family that has the power to like really make changes, make stuff happen. You know, I said last night, you can pray and stay and just pray and stay there, but you could also pray and go and be bold. So today, like, I'm hosting in my home. I'm hosting you. I'm showing you my mess. I'm showing you recipes. I'm bringing you into my world. And if we all start doing that in our own little way, having these conversations, things are going to change. Like, stuff's going to start happening. So that is what bone broth soup stock looks like. We've got turnip, carrots, celery, onion, and thanks to Erica, we've got water in there too. So that's going to go on our stove, and we're going to boil that for a little while. And 4 hours.
But we are not done, though.
We're not done because we got to fill that full of water. So Mom's going to take it to the top, up to the top of the pot. And then it's going to boil down, and you're going to keep adding water. And the broth that comes out is going to be really, you're going to look at it and go, wow, look at that color. Usually the broth is like a creamy color. And yeah, it's delicious. And so what I do is I boil that 3 to 4 hours. And then I strain it off, and I pull the chicken that will come off the bones because it's been boiling in there so long. I re-add the chicken to that stock. And the vegetables, pretty much, they're done. They've done their purpose. I strain the vegetables, get rid of those, and then I take that chicken stock that's left, put it in a new pot or whatever, re-put it in the pot, and I add fresh grated turnip or frozen, whatever I have. I dice up carrots. I dice up celery. I dice up cabbage if I have it on hand. Dice up onion. And then I add only a few different herbs to mine. One that I add just a little bit is fresh dill or dried dill. So this is dill that I had, my mother-in-law actually grew this dill. I didn't. She did. And then what I do is we pick it when it's fresh and we dry it. And as you can see, like this is what it looks like after it's been dried out. So this is, you know, garden fresh dill. And it's it's dried. No, I'm not going to put that in now. I put that in at the last. And I take the strands out. But I'm just showing you so you see what it looks like. And maybe you plant a garden or you haven't, or you live in a country, you're watching in a country where you can grow your own garden. I so encourage you to do that and grow your own fresh herbs. And Erica's putting water in our stock pot for us. Thank you, Erica. That's good.
I'm your assistant.
You're my assistant. What a good assistant you are. Okay, that's good. I don't want any more water for now. Thank you. Can you wave to our friends? See you later. That's my assistant, Erica. Thank you. Okay, you go play for a bit. Thank you. All right. So growing a garden is a great thing to do. You want to do that if you can. Grow your own herbs and vegetables and harvest it. Like, I don't just take the carrot. I do everything to maximize that I can with those garden vegetables. So, yeah, it's great. The more you can do that, the better. The more dependent you can make yourself. That's why I really totally got into oils is another thing I really got into because the health value is so good. If you're look at Christmas differently this year, I did, and I kind of made my husband like staple items that I use to take care of our family. And I said, hey, these are some of my like staple items. They're hard to get. You know, COVID has made things difficult, but here's our like emergency list of stuff that I, have to have. And, my oils were on my list. And so lo and behold, my husband, like, he is awesome. He managed to get me like this hard to find oil that you can actually purchase in Alberta. In Calgary, you can even purchase it in Medicine Hat. And it's a cold and flu blend oil that I swear by. And, he was able to get me a whole bunch of them to do me for the year. And he's like, well, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, that's it. Like, those were items that I really, really wanted. And that for me is Christmas. Like, I don't need a whole bunch of random things, gifts that don't mean much, but it's just a gift to have a gift. I'm done with that kind of stuff. I just want staple items that are going to keep us healthy and happy and safe. And if I'm speaking your language, then you haven't got yourself into oils or home cooking or taking care of your family, it's a wonderful thing to do and consider. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like, because that's the best part of like broadcasting from home, is being able to like show you this stuff as I'm talking about it. So I'm going to take a quick holiday minute and I'll be back. I'm back. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, oils are a big thing. I love oils because you don't need to have like a crazy amount of them. There are just some staple oils that I swear by that really truly are going to make a huge difference in your life. If you have kids, this is a kit from Young Living Essential Oils, which I am a representative for them. So you can always message me and I can get you a kit. So these you don't have to diffuse. They're in like ready to go. So this is a great one for at night. It's called Sleepies, and it's a lavender based one, and it's roll on. So this is what it looks like. Okay. You open it and you're going to apply it like behind your neck, behind your ears, soles of your feet. Really simple to use. I love this. Like you have Sleepies and you have one for while they're doing their schoolwork to help keep them focused. We have another one. This is a popular one in our house. It's called Tummy G's. So if they have a tummy ache, you put that on, and it really does work. My kids ask for the oils. They know what kind of oil to ask for based on how they're feeling. So Owie is a great one. Any kind of wound happens, get some Owie on there. We also have Kid Power and probably, this one's great, Sniffles. So cold comes on. You can grab your oils, right? And get the oils, get them into bed, get them sleeping, and serve up some of that bone broth, okay? Increase your vitamin D, and you're going to see stuff happen, okay? You're going to see changes. And guess what, Mom? Guess what, Mama? You made that happen. Cool. This is what I use. Just my little booklet and whatever, Oh, you have a nosebleed? Well, there's an oil for that. Oh, you've got like everything. Pain. My son uses it when he plays baseball. He likes peppermint because it cools him down. And if he gets like a muscle strain, there's an oil for that. Sensitive skin, even sore throats. So Thieves Oil is probably the popular one you might have heard of from Young Living. Use that for sore throat. Works great. Strep throat, stress. Yeah. So oils are wonderful. Another thing that I use is I've moved into homeopath. Okay, so if you don't know what homeopath is, then Google it and get some background on it, but don't knock it until you try it. It is fantastic. This saves me so many trips for what would have been just like, a course of antibiotics. I don't even know, to be honest, if you can get this stuff in Canada right now. I can't tell. I couldn't even tell you, but this is what it looks like. So it's a little kit. You have all your little vials for whatever type of issue you might be having. And again, I rely on my little book, this symptom, that symptom. You narrow it down and you start by taking just whatever it, it gives suggestions and recommendations. And these are tiny. Like, can you see this? How tiny they are? Just tiny, tiny little sugar droplets. Okay. So, something new, something to think about if you're exploring and you're looking for ways to support yourself, not just have to rely on other people and try to do a more natural approach, okay? Homeopathic. Google it. Google it. I use Helios. These come from the United Kingdom. So if you order it, it does take a little bit of time, but this is what your kit contains. And it's just little, like it fits in your purse. So it's great. Like you can travel with one little tiny kit. So these are like my survival guide things that I pack, that I take, and I'm ready to take on the world. Yeah. Right. Having these things in your home is just awesome. I have them on hand. No, they're not cheap. Okay. You're paying for, what I call essential and quality. So it's a different way of thinking. When you think about how can I take care of myself? How can I be, do the best job I can? There's simple ways to do it, but there's also it's just like homeschool. When people move into homeschooling, they don't know where to start. They don't know how to start. And I just did a video last night, actually, that, oh, someone's asking what oil for a nosebleed. Okay, I will let you know in just a second. So when I went into move into homeschooling, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what I was even doing. It was scary. It was so much information. And so I posted a video on YouTube. If you don't follow me on YouTube, Val Olson at Home Media Mom, follow me there and watch my video. And it says, so you're considering homeschool, ? Watch that video, because if you're considering it, it shares my story of why we did it and how we started, and just kind of are jumping into the deep end. So it's great. It's a little tutorial, and I often will come around people in ways that I needed when I ventured into homeschool. There were just certain things I needed, and I was just, God just answered those needs and through people that came around me and helped me and encouraged me and walked it out with me. And so I want to pass that on to others, that especially those who have an unsettling feeling about not feeling right about school, can't put their finger on it exactly, but every year it doesn't leave you feeling like, oh, wow, we really aced that one as a family. Another great year in public education. Yay. Feel great about it. Really setting my kid up for success. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't have that on the inside and you're like, it just doesn't feel right, it's still not working year after year, then my video might help you. Might be a great spot to start. So you'll find that on my YouTube channel. Okay, you asked, Mary said, what oil for nosebleeds? And I was just on it. I don't know if that's why you mentioned it or it was coincidence, but let me see. Okay, so a cypress oil. Okay, cypress oil, and you apply it on one side of your nose and on the back of your neck with a cool cloth. So you can make homemade essential oils. I've never done it, but cypress oil helps. Cypress oil. So that would be a real strong like a spruce, like that. That's what it smells like, is a spruce oil. So if you have any kind of like tree-based oil, pursue that. But cypress oil. Okay. So yes, we love our oils. I use them all the time. I'm going to use Genius now. Hopefully you guys will be on the receiving end of me putting on my Genius oil. Okay. So where should we go? What do you guys want to talk about next? We made holiday Christmas soup stock. We talked about holiday gift giving ideas, oils. What can we talk about? Oh, my daughters want to talk about American Girl dolls. Where's Kit? I got to just show you, if you're just joining in the broadcast right now, how cute my kids are, because they're wearing matching outfits, and then their dolls have matching outfits. American Girl dolls. American Girl dolls have been around for an awful long time.
And this one is actually a really special doll because she's a company doll, and it's one of our oldest dolls' bears.
Okay. Look at. This is Kit.
She cuts bees.
Look at her little outfit. And look at Erica's little outfit. See? Look, they're twins. Don't they look like twins almost?
They do.
So cute.
But Kit doesn't have any bangs.
Kit doesn't have bangs. Erica has bangs.
No, I don't.
The Kit cut is so cute. You're asking about the haircut? I know. It's an adorable cut. Check that out. So it's a stacked bob if you like Kit's hair.
I want that, like.
And then it's a little bit longer in the front. It's super cute. It's really cute.
And this is my mom's new hair.
I got my hair cut. It's
think
different.
it's nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a different look for me, but thanks, Olivia.
Mommy.
And Olivia's hair is growing long and beautiful. Okay, any more questions?
Oh, and what oils are for a
Nosebleed. Yeah, I already answered that question. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we've got too many cords. See, that's the thing with all these, made up ways of communicating.
Hey, Mom.
I love that, God creates the original, and you can tell who creates fakes. They always have wires attached to everything. Christmas is around the corner, and people are, for the most part, allowing a group of individuals who are called politicians decide for them what they're going to do, and they feel like they don't have a choice in the matter. You always have choices, okay? Every second of every day is a choice. And I refuse to allow my headspace to be determined or handed over to anyone. God made me, and with that, He gave me the full ability to make good decisions. But part of making those good decisions are really learning how to step back and look at what's being shot at me, and how those information bullets, how they're going to impact me and my decision making. And if I'm making decisions from a place of fear and confusion and don't know what else to do, don't know where else to turn, I'm really spun out of control, and that's not a good, rational way to make decisions. So I let God's peace that I have access to, and so do you, anybody that says, I can't do this. I don't have any control in this whole situation, and I don't know where to turn. That's an invitation.
Please, can you one
No, absolutely
please,
not.
please.
My answer is no. Nope, sorry. It's absolutely a personal decision that your quality of life can change so fast when you come to the reality that you weren't made to carry and handle the confusion and chaos and heaviness and weightiness and stress that you're living under, and that you don't have to. That there actually is a plan and purpose for your life that begins this way, with you in your own space, in your heart, in your mind, just sitting still, getting still and saying, God, I need you. Here's where I'm at. And he is right there. And, you know, I really feel the root of like ending Christmas is because there are many in power who hate Jesus. They hate that Jesus and what he represents is freedom. They hate that and they want to stop that. They want to stifle that. So that ultimate message of Jesus being our lifeline and inviting Jesus to be Lord of your life, right? He is king. He is king of my life, okay? And so with that, when I said, hey, Jesus, less of me, more of you, and I can't do this on my own. I'm not strong enough. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate. I don't know, like, where do I even start? And he just meets you right there. He meets you right where you're at. And he brings you and gives you a map. And the map starts with peace. You can't put a price tag on the peace and not having the mental torment. And you know what I'm talking about. If you're somebody that is just stressed out and has so much anxiety and fear and there's just no other solutions that you can find and you've tried so much, that's an invitation to call out to Jesus and say, I want that. I want that peace. If he can do it for me, he can do it for you. And he can do it for anybody. It doesn't matter what political side you're on. It doesn't matter how hopeless you think your life is, how you're never going to get out of the hole that you're in. That is a lie from the enemy. And you have to learn where do those thoughts and ideas in your head that are just 24/7 against you. That's not quality living. You don't have to live like that. You can step outside of that and say, no, I am picking a better path, a path where I don't have the worry. I don't have the you know, I don't have to go down that anymore. I don't have to live in that cage because it's a cage that's just full of torment. You don't have to live like that. You're not made to live like that. You're made to live in pure and utter freedom. And we have inalienable rights that are given to us from God, our creator. He's given us inalienable rights that cannot be taken away. That's why you have to have, you have to know the facts. You have to know who the enemy is that is shooting this stuff. And I want to describe, you know, what the Bible tells us to do. It's so simple. Satan, get beneath my feet. I use that a lot because the Bible is very clear that that's what Jesus said. Satan, get beneath my feet. And you know what? That evil, dark agenda has to submit because Jesus is king. And I'm just bringing you the truth. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. I don't have to live in fear. I just have to speak the truth and let God be God because I am not God. No. I am me. And I know who my Lord and Father and Savior is. I know that I just have to call on Jesus. It's as simple as saying, Jesus, I invite you into my life, into my space that I occupy, into my heart, and you are Lord and Savior of my life. And you know what? That can't be undone. It can't be undone. And it is your map and your road to ultimate freedom and ultimate peace. Okay? It's like that. So, you know, if you need somebody to come around you and pray for you, help you, or you have questions, or you think you're just too far gone, you are not too far gone. It does not matter what your past is, but it does matter where your future is. And so, yeah, I want to say, like, that's the ultimate Christmas gift that I can give you is just bring you the truth. And I don't care if, you know, people don't like it. You don't have to watch my broadcast. But think about it. Freedom, Christmas message, Jesus, it's all connected. And the people who want ultimate power over your ability to make decisions and think clearly, many of them hate Jesus. And because this is tied to Jesus and what this stands for, there's opposition. So, easy solution. You know, call it what it is. Satan has to get beneath your feet. He's useless like a piece of dust. He can't do nothing. So I find so much power and hope in just being able to speak the truth and trust that it's going to meet you where you're at. And I hope that I'm just going to pray right now that everybody watching this broadcast and everybody who's going to watch this broadcast, that the undeniable peace of our living God just come over them right now and meet them where they're at. And I just pray for holiday miracles in your life. God knows where you're at. He knows your needs. The Bible says that he knows every single hair on our head. Nothing escapes him. He knows the beginning from the end. He knows all the details. He knows what you can and what you can't do. So don't buy into the pressures and the expectations of people over you telling you, do this, do that, and you just feel like you're drowning alive. Okay, don't leave that thinking and come over to the place where you know, I am enough. I am good enough. I am loved. Life is good. There is hope for tomorrow. There is hope amongst the peace. I don't worry. I don't have any worries. None. I don't live like that. I used to worry about everything because there's always something to worry about. I mean, just turn on your TV. Programming. What does it do? It just goes straight to your heart and your mind. And you know what? You can't even remember the stats that they gave you from yesterday, or I challenge you and say even a couple hours ago. There's no accountability in those stats. It's just changing. But guess who's on the losing end? Guess who's on the freedom sucking end? Guess who's on the end of just like utter hopelessness? Okay? The other side of this is the truth. And I'm just encouraging you to grab onto hope. How do you do that? Like this. I pick hope. Hope. It's the power of speaking it. It starts with speaking it and saying it. Okay? Welcome to my home. This is your safe space where you are welcome. And I don't care what political alignment you find yourself with. I don't care what special interest group you're with. I don't care what, secret group you've got yourself wrangled and finangled into. You can have all of that undone. It can all be undone. And it's so easy. You can walk away from all that hopelessness and come into a place of peace, contentment, freedom, no worries, and get things on track. You are not too far gone. You are just getting started. So thank you for watching my holiday broadcast. We made chicken stock today. Go back to the beginning of my video. Watch it. Learn how to make some homemade soup. If you're a woman, you learn how to make soup. It's how you start in the kitchen. That's how I started in the kitchen, was with soup. So here's my stock pot. Inside of it, we've got carrots, celery, turnip, onion, and I've got a good old leftover chicken carcass in there. You mix these ingredients, put them in the stock pot, salt and pepper, put water up to the top, let that boil for 3 to 4 hours. You're going to feel better. You're going to start to smell the beautiful soup stock that's cooking in your home. It smells good. Well, it doesn't really smell great yet, but it will. How does it smell? Good? Erica's such a great little assistant. Everything I make is good. So good. I love it. I love that her memories are going to be not living in fear bunker and not knowing what's going to happen, but just being a kid, being happy, looking forward to Christmas, making cookies, right? She has nothing to worry about. And as her mother, I can hold her and tell her, you have nothing to worry about. Good times ahead, good things. And she believes me. Kids believe what we tell them. Okay? Now it's time for adults. Does it smell good?
Yes.
Do you like the smell of it? That's turnip that you're smelling. That's turnip in there. Yeah, turnip.
Tiny.
No. We're going to cook it.
No, the tiny bit.
We got to add more water to it.
Can I?
So it's time where you get some good, solid adults in your life who are going to tell you the truth about things. They're going to be a good source of information. Okay, I wanna be accountable. I wanna be able to check in with you and give you some hope. So it's that simple. That's my agenda. And now I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna say thank you for watching today. We're gonna make some soup. We're gonna do a little bit, of holiday baking. If you guys want to come in for holiday baking, that always helps fill my world with hope. I'm gonna invite you back in. So when I set up to do our cookies. Make sure you're watching. And I'll talk politics, I'll talk cookies, I'll talk all the stuff that we're apparently not supposed to talk about. I'll go there while we make cookies today. So I hope you can watch. Share this broadcast, and just a personal request, pray for our family, because we're on a journey of a lifetime, no doubt about it. But there is just power in people that are calling on Jesus. And they're praying in the name of Jesus, and my family could use those prayers right now. So thank you, and all of you, to each one of you, you are in my prayers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And I'm just praying just a special holiday miracle in your life, and Christmas blessing overload.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Can I have some of a chicken, Mom?